to the 2025 NAIA Softball National Championship Klamath Falls opening round bracket. Game 3 of the tournament features the visitors on the scoreboard, the number 4 seed, the Jimmies of the University of Jamestown from Jamestown, North Dakota. And the home team, the number 1 seed, the Lady Owls of Oregon Tech from Klamath Falls, Oregon. At this time, let's meet the lineup cards for both teams. First, for the Jimmies of Jamestown, the reserves, number 1, Sonia Rogers, number 3, Riley Welk, number 4, Maddie Hargrove, number 5, Maren Rasmussen, number 7, Kate Geisler, number 25, Kylie Yanzik, number 31, Sienna Clemens, number 44, Hope Ransom, number 51, Lauren Ransom, and number 55, Amanda Birch. The lineup card for Jamestown, leading off, is the center fielder, number 6, Trinity Gray. Batting second is the left fielder, number 11, Lauren Weigel. Batting third is the shortstop, number 10, Maddie Spaeth. Batting fourth, designated player, number 29, Kayla Quintanilla. Batting fifth is a third baseman, number 9, Natalie Draper. Batting sixth, catcher, number 8, Caitlin McCartney. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 33, Tori Olson. Batting eighth, first baseman, number 15, Sydney Grendler. And batting ninth is the right fielder, number 19, Sydney Austin. Getting the start of the circle for the Jimmies, number 00, Abby Blair. The coaching staff for Jamestown, head coach is Kevin Gall. The assistants, Riley Perez, Cassidy Phelps, Chase Stewart, and Bristol Foytick. Welcome, the Jimmies of Jamestown. And now, friends, let's meet the Oregon Tech Lady Owls. The reserves, number 6, Leah Huffman, number 7, Carly Moore, number 9, Allie Parker, number 10, Olivia Sprague, number 12, Ashlyn Vade, number 17, Jasmine Macias, number 20, Hayden Rockwell, and number 23, Jenna Gordon. The lineup card for OIT, leading off, second baseman, number 34, Nita Cook. Batting second, left fielder, number 11, Zoe Allen. Batting third, catcher, number 1, JC Sievert. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 2, Puakea Milborn. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 4, Marla Goodspeed. Batting sixth, designated player, number 5, Sawyer Stenson. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 22, Addison Kashnick. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 3, Gina Allen. And batting ninth, center fielder, number 18, Malia Mick. Getting the start for Tech in the circle, wearing number 8, is right-hander Casey Schmidt. Oregon Tech is led by head coach Greg Stewart. He is assisted by Bobby Mick and Jamie Levesque. Our umpire crew on the plate is Katrina Barber. At first base is Jeff Hibbert. At third base is Steve Meeker. Unfortunately, friends, at this time, there is lightning in the area. We must begin a 30-minute lightning delay at this time. We ask that everyone please clear the venue at this time for your safety. We will alert you as to when first pitch will begin. Again, we are in a lightning delay. There is lightning in the area.
Glad you could join us here today from Stillwell Stadium in Klamath Falls. As you can probably see, we had the teams introduced. Unfortunately, there is lightning in the area. Lightning was detected less than 4 miles while I was introducing the two teams. So we are currently in a 30-minute weather delay. We will, soon as we go 30 minutes without a lightning strike within 8 to 10 miles of the venue, we will bring the teams back out and come together, get them re-warmed up and ready to go. It's Oregon Tech and Jamestown in the winners bracket quarterfinal, as Oregon Tech making their first appearance here in this tournament. They have won an opening round site 5 consecutive years, made 5 straight trips to the NAIA World Series, including a pair of runner-up finishes in 2021 and 2023. And for Tech, trying to look past a tough conference tournament last week in which Oregon Tech dropped a pair of games, one to British Columbia, one to Eastern Oregon, and finished third in that one. And it's going to be a matchup of Abby Blair, hard-throwing right-hander from Banks for Jamestown. She was a high school teammate of Oregon Tech's Gina Allen back in their prep days, and they will go against Casey Schmidt, the two-time All-American for Oregon Tech, 22-5 with a 1.59 ERA. Again, it'll be Schmidt for Tech, Blair for Jamestown when we get set for softball. We'll step aside for a moment. We're in a weather delay here from Klamath Falls. An update here from Stillwell Stadium. As you can see, both the Jimmies and the Lady Owls back onto the field. The 30-minute window due to the lightning delay has been lifted, and we'll be set for softball coming up 10 minutes from now. It'll be Oregon Tech taking on Jamestown. The winner to meet Midland University tomorrow in the semifinal rounds. To recap the two games earlier today, at 11 a.m., it was Jamestown knocking off Arizona Christian by a score of 10-6, a game that was a slugfest, as it was an offensive contest between those two teams, but in the end it was Jamestown that came away with the victory. The Jimmies pounding out 13 hits in the contest and getting big afternoons from Kayla Quintanilla, their designated player, 3 for 4 with 4 RBI. Also got 3 hits from Lauren Weigel. Also got 2 hits from Austin, along with Olson and Gregg in that victory, as Jamestown rallied from a 3-0 and 4-3 deficit. Got 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th to break away from a 6-6 tie. Oregon Tech comes in at 42-9 on the season. Lady Owls dropped 2 of 3 at the Cascade Conference Tournament that they played here. They are 16-5 on their home diamond this season and trying to move into the semifinal round in the opening round for a 5th consecutive year. Again, we'll have the first pitch coming up at 5:15, weather permitting, here from Stillwell Stadium. Looks like we're set for softball here this afternoon from Stillwell Stadium. Oregon Tech about to take the field. The lineup that Jamestown will bring against Casey Schmidt today will be Trinity Gregg, the center fielder, Lauren Weigel, the left fielder, Maddie Spaeth, the shortstop. Kayla Quintanilla, the designated hitter, hits fourth, followed by Natalie Draper, the third baseman, and Caitlin McCartney, the catcher. Tori Olson, the second baseman, Sydney Grindler, the first baseman, and Sydney Austin will be the right fielder. And bat ninth against Casey Schmidt, the senior from Beaverton. 22-5 on the year, 80 career wins in her Oregon Tech career, a 1.59 ERA, and 180 in a third innings, has allowed just 41 earned runs on 119 hits. She has struck out 189 batters. As we are finally, after a long, long delay, finally ready to go. Leading off the first for Jamestown, the center fielder, number 6, Trinity Gregg. So we're finally ready to go. Oregon Tech to make their tournament debut, making their 13th, their 11th straight trip to the national tournament and trying to get out of the opening round for a 5th, make it 6th consecutive year. And the pitch to Trinity Gregg shows bunt, and the pitch by Schmidt is a strike. And our delay ends up being 41 minutes from when the Lightning happened, but our first pitch comes at 5:13 in the afternoon. Gregg in game one today was 2 for 4 and hits a one-hopper to Addison Kashnik, the Oregon Tech third baseman, and she makes the play over at first for the out. So one away here in the other. Batting second, left fielder, number 11, Lauren Weigel. 13-hit attack for the Jimmies from Jamestown, North Dakota in the opener today. They scored 3 in the first. Had a couple big innings in the middle innings. As Schmidt's fastball just off the outside corner for ball 1. Casey Schmidt fastball, rise ball, curveball. Throws it in the low 60s. Uses her spin to her advantage as best she can. The pitch to the left-hand hitter. That's outside again for ball 2. Katrina Barber, our plate umpire, here in game 3 today. Jeff Hibbert, who was on the plate last game, he's over at first. And Steve Meeker down at third base. Weigel hitting .305 on the season with 4 home runs, and Schmidt's pitch to her again off the outer third, ball 3. Walks have been a problem for Schmidt of late. Did not get a win in the Cascade Conference Tournament. 3-0. That's a strike across the letters to the kid from Chaska, Minnesota. Jamestown, North Dakota on I-94, eastern part of the state. I believe it's like milepost like 300, if I remember right. 3-1, swing and a miss on a good changeup. The count to 3-2. Jamestown moving to the Division II next season. I believe the track season will be their final sports unless softball makes it to the World Series. 3-2. Swing and a miss, one upstairs to Casey Schmidt. A swinging strike to Lauren Weigel for the second out. Let me throw the shortstop, number 10, Maddie Spaeth. And the batter's Maddie Spaeth. She has been the stalwart offensively for the Jimmies this season. 51 knocked in. And the curveball just off the outside edge for ball 1. So a lot of the fans who were here now filing back into the ballpark after the nearly 45-minute Lightning delay. The pitch to home plate again off the outside corner. And with the cold and the wind and the rain today, bet you a lot of people are watching this online. Had a huge following, especially the morning game for Jamestown in their win against Arizona Christian. As the pitch lined into the gap into left center field, that's going to roll to the wall. Zoe Allen will pick it up, but standing at second with her 14th double of the year is Maddie Spaeth. And Jamestown with a runner in scoring position. Then 2 outs for game 1 hero, Kayla Quintanilla. But for the designated player, number 29, Kayla Quintanilla. Quintanilla drove in 4. Had a pair of doubles and a single. And Schmidt to the whole plate, missing outside and high with a fastball. J.C. Sievert, the all-conference catcher for Tech, someone that teams do not want to run against. That's why Oregon Tech among the national leaders in fewest stolen bases allowed. 1-0, swung on, popped up off the first base side, now to play. The senior, Kayla Quintanilla from Moreno Valley, California. 3 homers, 47 runs batted in. There's 17 doubles for her. That's tops on her club. A ball and a strike the count. Schmidt to home plate. Comes in with a changeup, and it's a ground ball slowly hit. Cook will bare hand and not have a play. It'll be an infield single. Able to knock it down with Schmidt, but no chance for Nita Cook to try to get the out at first, so there's runners at the corners with 2 outs. The batter's Natalie Draper. Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 9, Natalie Draper. So the batter's Natalie Draper. And the pitch way high and outside for ball 1. Draper had a couple RBI in game 1 today, giving her 17 on the year. True freshman from Manitoba. The toss to the plate, a chopper hit to short. Allen will go the short way. They get the out there. The side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We're going to the home half of the first. Jamestown nothing. Tech coming up.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Leading off the Oregon Tech first inning, second baseman number 34, Nita Cook. It'll be right-hander Abby Blair that gets the ball for Jamestown here in the nightcap. Blair 10-7, 3.97 ERA, making her 20th start of the year. And her pitch to Nita Cook, a strike. Right down the middle, 0-1. I bet these two have faced each other in the past. Blair from Banks, Cook from Vernonia. Nita, the Cascade Conference Player of the Year. Trying to break an 0-for-12 slump, though. And Blair's pitch, fastball on the inside edge, and it's 0-2. Blair in 90 innings has allowed 51 earned runs on 120 hits, 20 walks. She has struck out 42. Working with catcher McCartney as the curveball down and away, and it's 1-2. For Tech, it's Nita Cook, Zoe Allen, J.C. Sievert, Puakea Milborn, Marla Goodspeed, Sawyer Stenson, Addison Kashnik, Gina Allen, and Malia Mick, the 9 for OIT. 1-2 to the plate. Check swing. Did she go? They will ask, did she go around? And they said yes. Cook's down on strikes. First base umpire Jeff Hibbert said she offered for the first out. Batting second left fielder, number 11, Zoe Allen. And up steps Zoe Allen, who had an outstanding Cascade Conference tournament. Went 5 for 11 at the plate and had a walk-off winner to boot. He pitched to Allen, a strike. 0-1. So it's been a while since Tech has gotten some swings. They probably had batting practice, I would say, probably well over 2 hours ago. And finally get to the box against a kid in Blair as the changeup misses low. Zoe Allen, fourth-year senior from Hillsboro, leads the club in batting average at .387. And the 1-1. Swung on, chopped off the first base side and foul. Weigel, Gregg, and Austin is the outfield from left to right. Draper, Spaeth, Olson, and Grenler third to first for the black-shirted Jimmies of Jamestown, University of Jamestown. Zoe Allen right on top of the plate. Saw a couple batters earlier in the day being further back of the box as the pitch misses off the corner, 2-2. I believe it was Midland had a slap hitter that their feet were on the extreme right portion of the batter's box. I don't know how you get to a pitch on the outer third if you're that far away. Blair to home plate with the 2-2. It's a swing and a hard hit ground ball to short. Spaeth up with it. Low toss, but they get the out there. So Zoe Allen retired for the second out. The catcher, number 1, J.C. Sievert. Up steps J.C. Sievert, another one of the Oregon Tech players. Had a good Cascade Conference tournament. Had a couple doubles. Drove in a couple. Sievert, 13 doubles, 3 triples on the year. And the pitch to her is a little high. J.C. playing in her 4th NAIA National Tournament. 2022, 3, 4, and 5. She's been to the World Series 3 times as a player. Is that pitch skied to fairly deep right center field? Oh, way back. That ball's going to bang off the wall. Sievert to second will be held by Greg Stewart with a 2-out double. Right in front of the scoreboard in right center field, J.C. Sievert with her 14th double of the year. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 2, Pregame Milbourne. We'll bring up the RBI leader in the Cascade Conference, Pregame Milbourne. 6 homers, 53 knocked in for her. Trying to deliver Sievert with the game's first run. And Blair's pitch to Milbourne down low for ball 1. Milbourne had a 2-run single in game 1 of the Cascade Conference tournament against British Columbia. Outfield playing her a little bit around to right. Blair to the plate. That's low, and it kicks away from the catcher McCartney, and that's going to allow the runner to move into third base on the wild pitch from Blair. So Jamestown had 2 on. Runners at first and third with 2 outs in their first and couldn't score. Can Milbourne give Tech the lead? The 2-0. That's downstairs again. And on deck waits Marla Goodspeed, who is coming off her best game of the year. A 3-double RBI performance in that 10-inning marathon loss against UBC. Became the 7th player all time to have 3 doubles or more in a game. The 3-0 to Milbourne is a strike call on the outside edge, says home plate umpire Katrina Barber. Milbourne, a 3-year starter at first base. A veteran infield that Tech has that's been around it seemingly for a long time. The 3-1, that's way outside. So runners at the corners for Marla Goodspeed. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 4, Marla Goodspeed. And the catcher, McCartney, going to head out on to the circle. Marla Goodspeed having a career year. .317 hitter, 2 homers, 13 doubles, 25 runs batted in. And an opportunity here for the kid from Colorado to try to deliver her team an early lead. It wouldn't put it past me to see Milbourne move on the pitch. See how Jamestown will play it. And the delivery. And the pitch is right down the middle. They will fake the throw. And a stolen base for Pregame Milbourne. The count is 0-1. So a base hit here could get Tech 2. Good speed, a good contact hitter as well. The 0-1 to the senior. Swung on and fouled straight back. A curveball away that time, right off the end of the bat for good speed. It's 0-2. 2-out double by J.C. Sievert. Moved to third on a wild pitch, and then the walk to Milbourne. Blair has the count in her favor at 0-2. And the pitch to Goodspeed. That's low and outside. That's a good 0-2 pitch for Blair. Working down in the zone. If you try to make contact at that, you'll probably ground it to the right side. Instead, now, see what comes with a 1-2 pitch from Abby Blair. It's a fastball inside and able to get the hands through his Goodspeed and fouled away off the third base line. Again, tomorrow, the morning game, an elimination game, Southeastern of Florida against Arizona Christian. Winner of this game meets Midland at 1:30. Loser of this game will play tomorrow night at 4 against the winner of Arizona Christian, Southeastern. That's tomorrow's schedule. So the 1-2 again is a swing and a hard hit ground ball to short. It hits the runner going by, I thought. We'll wait to see what the umpires decide. Sliding in Milbourne, and we'll see what the call is. I believe it hit Milbourne as she ran by. And we'll find out what the call will be. I think Milbourne's going to get called out. But we'll find out. If they say it was not touched, then Tech's going to score a pair. And Steve Meeker conferring he probably had the best vantage point on it. We'll find out. My guess is it's going to be an out on Oregon Tech, and the inning's going to be over. So we'll wait to see how the umpires will decide this. This is where replay could come into factor, but we do not have it at this point. It's something that they could go back and watch on the replay, and you can go back yourself and go back and watch, and we'll find out what they decide. And we're going to find out. They're going to come over and talk to the head man, Kevin Gall. And we're going to see exactly what they will decide on it, whether or not it's going to be a single or not. And they're going to say it hit the runner, and that will be the out. Exactly what I thought. The inning is over. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. Tech will strand them loaded. After 1, we're scoreless.
This May at Clamoya Casino, we're giving away over $57,000 in cash and prizes. Play Road to Riches drawings and win up to $1,000 cash and a gift. Win these fantastic kitchen appliances at our Kitchen Fun kiosk. During Play and Win Hot Seats, you could win $100 in free play. Win up to $500 in free play at our Real Mayhem slot tournaments. Win various prizes at our Memorial Day kiosk and earn entries for your chance to win a new RV on June 28th. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
Nice job by the umpire crew there. Fans didn't like it, but it was the right call. I went back and replayed it and saw, yes, it hit Milbourne in the cleats. As Caitlin McCartney swings at a changeup in on her hands for strike 1. So the ruling on that is it is a single for the batter, and then the runner between second and third is called out on the interference. So Goodspeed gets credit for a hit, and that pitch chopped to third and through. Bounce over the head of Kashnik. And McCartney with the knock. And the leadoff batter aboard for the Jimmies here in the second. McCartney's first hit of the day. Kevin Gall looks like he's going to use a runner for his catcher. And we'll see who's going to come in and run over there at first base for Jamestown. It looks like it's going to be number 1. Attention please, running at first, number 1, Sonia Rogers. The batter, second baseman Tori Olson. So it'll be Rogers to run over at first. A junior from Fairfield, California. That's not too far from here. Just north of the Sacramento area. Tori Olson had 2 hits. You would think a bunt situation for her. And the pitch, it's bunted. It'll be Milbourne to come up with it and throw her out. So the sacrifice for the Jimmies work. And now can the bottom of their order get the job done? First baseman number 15, Sydney Grenler. And it starts with the junior Sydney Grenler from Brookings, South Dakota. 0 for 4 this morning in their win against Arizona Christian. And Schmitz pitched to her a fastball a little bit low and outside for ball 1. A score update, bottom of the 4th. Southern Oregon now leading College of Idaho 2-1. See if I had the lead in that game for a while. As a delivery, a changeup off the outer third, and it goes to 2-0. Jamestown with 3 hits on the day already. Trying to get Rogers, the pinch runner, in from second base. And Schmidt's pitch is a line drive base hit. That's into right. Marla Goodspeed comes up with it. The throw home is offline. RBI single for Grenler, her first hit of the day. And it's 1-0 in favor of Jamestown. And it looks like the Jimmies are going to use another runner, as they will lift Grenler for a runner.
We have 3 for 15. Woo! Way to go, Sid!
Your attention, please. Running at first base, number 3, Riley Welk. The batter, right fielder, Sydney Austin. So this RBI single gives Jamestown the lead. And here's Sydney Austin, who had 2 hits, and takes a strike from Casey Schmidt. Tech fell behind in their opening game of the Cascade Conference Tournament against British Columbia. In fact, trailed 3-0 in that game before rallying for a win. The count to 1-1 to the senior from Winnipeg. 248 hitter on the year with 15 knocked in. Trinity Gregg, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. A ball and a strike the count, and the righty's pitch is popped up off the first base side and out of play. I'll be monitoring also Tech baseball tonight, taking on Hope International. Hustlin' Owls picked up their first ever win at the national tournament, defeating Dickinson State 4-2 earlier today. 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. In that win, Tech got a solo homer from Garrett Smith that broke a 2-2 tie. Corey Siracusa had a couple hits, including a 2-run double. Tim Williams went 8 innings of 3-hit ball to pick up win number 8. 1-2. Curveball on the outside corner, got her. Second strikeout for Casey Schmidt. And there's 2 outs here in the second. Center fielder Trinity Gregg. And so back to the top of the Jimmy's order, and Trinity Gregg, who grounded out to third, leading off the ball game. And the pitch to her is fouled off. Gregg in game 1 led off the game with a double into left center field. She finished 2 for 4 in that game. Part of the 13-hit attack for Jamestown. Tech wearing the gray pinstripes this afternoon. Wore those in the first round game of the Cascade Conference Tournament as well. As the fastball high and away, to Gregg. A junior from the state of Minnesota. Welk, the pinch runner. She's over at first with 2 outs. The delivery, a fastball on the inside edge. The count to 1-2. The Tech outfield of Allen and Mick and Goodspeed playing a little bit around to left. 1-2 from Schmidt. And it's a foul ball on the run through. Also tomorrow, the Oregon Tech golf team, the women's golf team, begins play back in Ypsilanti, Michigan at the NAIA championships there. We'll have that coverage tomorrow. So runner going to go. Throw through to second. The tag there and out at the back. Goes Welk to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, nobody left. Bottom of the second we go. Jamestown leading Tech 1-0.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The left field wall against British Columbia. And the toss to her, a ground ball sharply hit it short. Spaeth with the catch and the throw. And on the first pitch, Sensen retired, 1 away here in the inning. Up steps Addison Kashnik.
The third baseman, number 22, Addison Kashnik.
One of the things that I think the Lady Owls are waiting for is their walk-up music, but at a national tournament, you don't get that luxury. As the toss to Kashnik, line down the right field line, hooking into foul territory, and a sliding catch made down there by Assam. Diving play in foul territory. Off the bat of Addison Kashnik for the second out.
The shortstop, number 3, Gina Allen.
So 2 pitches and 2 outs. And the batter's Gina Allen, trying to break out of her own personal little hitting slump and facing her old high school teammate in the pitch downstairs for ball 1. Gina in her first season with Tech hitting .317, a homer and 31 knocked in. But has struggled with the bat over the last 3 weeks. 1-0. A strike on the outside edge. This would be the spot if you are going to refine that hitting stroke. Allen was off to such a hot start the first month and a half of the year. 1-1. Inside low with a fastball. Back, Gina was hitting over 400 well into the month of March. But that average has leveled off just a bit. Malia Mick hoping to get a chance to hit here in the inning as that pitch chopped and fouled in the box. And a count to 2-2. Gina Allen hit a home run. It was in the University of Providence earlier this year. 11 doubles as well. A Banks kid against a Banks kid. 2-2. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll try it again. I take that back. It's Hayden Rockwell who's from Banks. I feel dumb. Is that pitch lined into deep right center field? No one's getting to that ball. It's going to bang against the boards. Allen to second. She'll slide in safely with double number 12 of the year. And Malia Mick will get a chance with 2 outs.
Center fielder Malia Mick.
It's Hayden Rockwell from Banks. I get the transfers mixed up every now and then. Gina Allen from Lake Ridge Hot, if I remember right. Rockwell, the backup shortstop to her. Here's Mick. And the pitch to Malia. Taken for a strike. Boy, did Malia Mick last year in this tournament play some of her best softball of her career. Hit .600 in the opening round. Leading Tech past Vanguard in the title game. 0-1. Fastball downstairs to the slap hitter. Allen with good speed out at second base, so if Mick can find a hole, opportunity for Tech to be able to try to score her from second and try to even the score. 1-1. Leah takes a curveball in on her hands. I noticed today Malia not wearing the knee guards that she had been wearing over the Cascade Conference Tournament. That's a good sign. Hitters count at 2-1. The pitch to Mick down low. Nita Cook waits on deck. Tech trailing 1-0 here in the second. Choking up on the bat just a bit is Malia Mick. 6 doubles, 2 triples on the year. The 3-1 from Blair. That's low for ball 4. It'll be an opportunity for Nita Cook with 2 on.
Second baseman Nita Cook.
Cook struck out her first time up. Couldn't hold back on a breaking ball. The right-hander to Cook. It's a swing and a line drive deep center field. Drifting back over the shoulder. Gregg makes the catch to retire the side. Nita Cook put a charge into that one, but a better catch made out there by Trinity Gregg to end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the third. Jamestown leading Tech 1-0.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Alive here on the Owl Sports Network. As Trinity Gregg swings at the first pitch, skies one into fairly deep right field. It gets over the head of Zoe Allen. It's going to roll to the wall. They're going to wave Gregg around third, and it'll be an inside the park home run. Zoe Allen drifting back, looked like she was going to make the catch, and the ball just got pushed over her head. And with the speed that Trinity Gregg has, once the ball got past him, no chance to get her at home. So it's 2-0 in favor of Jamestown.
Left fielder Lauren Weigel.
And here's Lauren Weigel. And the pitch grounded towards third and foul. The wind has shifted as the day has gone on. Zoe Allen was drifting back, looked like she was going to make the catch, but the wind just pushed it over her head. And then it kicked off the wall, must have hit one of the posts and clanged to her left. As the count moves to 1-1. So it's 2-0 Jamestown. Weigel, wide open stance. And she rips one down the right field line, but foul. Jamestown hitting the ball hard here today. A team at 36-15, the champions of the North Star Athletic Association, making their first tournament appearance since 2017. And they do not want this stay to be a short one. One-two pitch. That's way outside. Two balls and two strikes to the freshman left fielder. And Schmidt's pitch is fouled away. And you think about that play in left. It's a game of inches. A little bit of a more drop step. Maybe Allen catches that ball. You think back to the first two innings for Tech where just the game of inches was the difference between them having a big lead. As taking strike three was Weigel. One out of the inning.
Shortstop Maddie Spaeth.
The ball that was hit by Goodspeed that clipped the spike of Puakea Milborn. Ended up being the final out of the first as the pitch fouled off by Spaeth. And then last inning, a good drive off the bat of Nita Cook with two outs, but able to track it down deep in the right center field gap by Trinity Gregg. And then she comes in on the first pitch she sees in the top of this inning and has an inside the park home run. A ball and a strike to Spaeth. Who had a double into left center field her first time up. 1-1 pitch. Good changeup from Casey Schmidt, who was allowed 5 hits, 2 runs. She's fanned 3. The wind, which was blowing in from center, now blowing out to right, which is different than what we've seen throughout the day. There are some more storm clouds out in the distance, but haven't seen or heard of any thunder right now. 2-2. Swung on, chopper hit wide of third. The lightning that we have right now is out towards Bonanza, and it's still plenty away from where we are. That's east of town, on the other side of the hill. 2-2. Change up, dribbled Schmidt to her right, gloves it, and throws her out. A year ago, Casey Schmidt was the Gold Glove pitcher in the Cascade Conference and showed why right there.
Designated player Kayla Quintanilla.
The batter is Kayla Quintanilla. She had an infield single her first time up and fouls this one off her foot. Strike one. So Quintanilla has been a tough out today. 4 for 5 between the two games. All that's going to do is raise that batting average. 0-1. Down low with a fastball. Southern Oregon College of Idaho are in a rain delay over in Ashland. Wouldn't be surprised if that game gets suspended for the rest of the day. 1-1. Swung on, popped up, into left. Playable for Allen. She's under it this time. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. The leadoff inside the park home run gives Jamestown a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the third here from Stillwell Stadium.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hey, grab me one too.
Spaeth with the strong throw, got Allen by less than a half step. One out on the board.
Catcher J.C. Sievert.
Attack again, swinging early in the count against Blair. Something they did a lot of during the conference tournament. J.C. Sievert doubled her first time up. And she takes a pitch downstairs for a ball. Attack is stranded. Runners in scoring position in each of the first two innings. Stranded second and third in the first. Stranded runners at first and second in the second. The 1-0. Swung on, line drive. That's through the left side. J.C. Sievert does not want her career to end here in Klamath Falls. She'd love to be able to make that trip to Columbus, Georgia, and the Chattahoochee River Valley one more time.
First baseman Puakea Milborn.
Puakea Milborn, the batter. And the righty's pitch to her is a strike. Over the outside edge. It's 0-1. Milborn walked her first time up. Blair's allowed 4 hits, 2 walks, has a strikeout. McCartney, the catcher, sets up on the outer third. The pitch to Milborn, a swing and a fly ball lifted foul off the right field side. Milborn, a very good contact hitter. Quite possibly might be the best bunter on the team as well, but you're not going to see her do that in this situation. She's looking to find a ball she can drive and hit one to the gap. 0-2 pitch is way outside. McCartney did a nice job getting out of her crouch to be able to keep that ball from going to the screen. A waste pitch that time from Blair, who's thrown 41 pitches, 24 for strikes. Tying run at the plate, and the pitch to Milborn, a swing and a high chopper. Down the third base line goes foul. Again, 3 games tomorrow, 11, 1:30, and 4. We'll have all of them for you here on the Owl Sports Network. Final elimination game would be at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, with our first championship game set for 4. The if necessary game would be Thursday. 1-2 to Milborn. Swung on, hard hit, ground ball through, a base hit. Sievert to second. First and second, 1 out. The batter is Marla Goodspeed.
Right fielder Marla Goodspeed.
Both teams now with 5 hits. That was a great piece of 2-out hitting by Puakea Milborn. Goodspeed represents the go-ahead run at the plate. Has a couple home runs this year. Someone who can really put a charge into a softball. And Blair's pitch is a swing and a fly ball into the gap into right center field, tracked down by Assant. Nice running catch as the wind held that one up just a bit. So 2 away.
Designated player Sawyer Stenson.
Going the opposite way that time was Marla Goodspeed. And Asa unable to track it down. Stenson grounded out her first time up. 311 hitter, 4 homers, 22 knocked in. And the delivery to Sawyer's a strike. Belt high fastball on the inside corner. Tech has had 2 on in each of the first 3 innings, but has yet to strike against Abby Blair. 0-1 to the plate. Curveball a little low. A ball and a strike. Stenson has the power to be able to change this game in a flash. If she can get barrel on a pitch. 1-1. Swung on and it's popped up on the infield. Who wants it? The first baseman, Grindler, does to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 more left. Tech has stranded 6 through the first 3 innings. We go to the 4th, 2-0 Jamestown here on the Owl Sports Network.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Leading off the Jamestown 4th, third baseman Natalie Draper.
Oregon Tech today is 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Something that the majority of this season they have been highly successful in doing. Jamestown leads 2-0. We go to the 4th. And Casey Schmidt to strike. To Natalie Draper, it's 0-1. And that's the fine line of the game. Taking advantage of opportunities. 0-1 pitch. Line drive hit deep into the hole, knocked down by Allen, but she won't be able to make the play. An infield single for Draper to start the 4th inning, and the leadoff batter again aboard for Jamestown, and it looks like they're going to use another runner. Head coach Kevin Gall has not been shy of going to the bench and bringing in runner after runner. And we'll see who it is this time.
Your attention, please. Running at first, number 7, Kate Geisler.
So it'll be Kate Geisler, a freshman from West Fargo, North Dakota, who will come in and run over at first base. The batter's McCartney, who had a base hit her first time up. And the pitch to McCartney is up high for a ball. The College of Idaho Southern Oregon game has been suspended and will resume tomorrow. We're the only game in town now as the pitch fouled off. So we welcome all the viewers who want to watch softball here on the West Coast. As everything, I believe, nationally, at least on the softball side of things, about done. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive center field. Mick slides, makes the catch. Malia Mick takes that one off the turf. We've seen some great defense from both of these teams today, but Mick That one gets by her. Extra bases for the Jimmies.
Second baseman Tori Olson.
Go through some of the late games tonight as the pitch a called strike. They're in the 6th, Oklahoma City, leading Morningside 1-0. Grandview has beaten Freed Hardeman 8-0. That one a final. It's a count 0-2. LSU and Alexandria beat Tennessee Southern 6-0. As the 0-2 to the plate, just off the outside edge. Northwestern rallies to beat Baker 3-2. Cumberland's leading Cornerstone 7-3. That's late. Our Lady of the Lake over Embry-Riddle 3-1. They'll take on Eastern Oregon tomorrow. 1-2. Swing and a miss on a good pitch down in the zone from Casey Schmidt. Her 4th strikeout. The batter's Grendler.
First baseman Sidney Grendler.
2 runs, 6 hits for Jamestown. No runs, 5 hits for Tech. The two teams have played clean softball to this point. As the pitch off the outer third, ball 1. So again, the game over in Ashland has been suspended due to rain. So they're going to have to play 3.5 games over there tomorrow. 1-0. Swung on and fouled off. They do not have lights at University Field. If they were to move to Harriet David Fields up in Medford, they do have lights there. It's hard to move an entire tournament to a different venue in the span of a day. 1-1. Good pitch by Schmidt on the inside corner. Grendler with 14 RBI. Grendler had an RBI single her first time up. 1-2. Just off the outside corner went Schmidt. It was Grendler who punched a ball into right field. And it was able to score a pinch runner from second base. That being Sonia Rogers. 2-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in on the hands. In the inning, no runs, a hit, 1 left. We're halfway home in game 3 of 3 today. It's Jamestown 2, Tech nothing, as you watch the NAIA National Championships on the Owl Sports Network.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo!
Mountain Dew! Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know, we also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
5 hits and a couple walks. And the pitch to Kashnik, a line drive, that's into left center field. That's in there for extra bases. It's going to roll to the wall, and Kashnik with her 14th double of the year starts off the inning with a bang. Just barely over the outstretched glove of Spaeth. It ends up getting into left center field. And it looks like they will lift Kashnik for a runner. And we'll see who Greg Stewart will use. Will it be Huffman or Macias? It'll be Jasmine Macias who will come in and run at second base.
Your attention, please. Running at second base for Oregon Tech, number 17, Jasmine Macias. The batter, shortstop Gina Allen.
So Kashnik with the double. Gina Allen, the hitter. Allen had a base hit her first time up. As Blair gets the signs from the dugout and Kevin Gull. And the righty's pitch taken high. I wonder, we saw it earlier today with both Arizona Christian and Jamestown, how long it took them to get the signs from the dugout. If they had a pitch clock, if that would come into play. As the fastball's there for a strike to Allen. In baseball, they do have the pitch clock, even though it's not a visible pitch clock at the NAIA level. The umpires keep it in their pocket. And so we saw multiple times with pitch clock violations as the year went on. 1-1. Allen swings, hits a high chopper in behind the back. Spaeth to her right, has it. The throw to first gets the out, but it advances the runner to third. And so Tech with two chances to try to score the runner.
Center fielder Malia Mick.
So Allen does her job to get the runner over. Now can Mick get the runner in? And so Macias now just 60 feet away. Malia Mick walked her first time up. Corners have come in. Mick, not your prototypical slap hitter. As the pitch to her, a swinging strike. And you can kind of tell by that swing, that's not the intent to try and slap. Her job here is to try to get a ball to the outfield and use Macias' speed to try to get Tech on the board. Blair into her motion, then the pitch. A good changeup on the outer third. And Malia Mick down in the count at 0-2. Hitting .265 on the year with 22 knocked in. Here's where you just need to get a slow ground ball to second. Now to get a run in. 0-2. Change up, a high chopper. That should score the run. Macias didn't break. Wow. That's unfortunate for Tech. I don't think where Spaeth was playing there would have been able to make that throw home. But it's up to Nita Cook again.
Second baseman Nita Cook.
And so Tech again. They are now 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Who is going to be the one to break that tie? Can it be Nita Cook? And the pitch to her is a swing and a fly ball. Right center field, long run for the center fielder, Greg. She tracks it down. The side is retired. Tech 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position so far today. We go to the 5th. It's still 2-0 Jamestown on the Owl Sports Network.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater than a game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Leading off the Jamestown 5th, right fielder Sydney Austin.
Nine, 1-2 for the Jimmies as we go to the 5th inning. The RBI single by Grindler, the inside the park home run by Gregg. That's been the offense. As the pitch by Casey Schmidt down and in, and the inability of Tech to get a knock with a runner in scoring position, that has loomed large so far today. They've had their chances. As the pitch by Schmidt, a ground ball slowly hit right back to her in the circle, and she makes the play. Casey Schmidt has pitched well. 4 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, no walks. She's fanned 5. But is on the wrong end of the scoreboard right now.
Center fielder Trinity Gregg.
It was Trinity Gregg who hit it over the head of Zoe Allen for an inside the park home run last time up, and she chops this one foul off the third base side. Tech stranded runners at second and third in the first. Stranded runners at first and second in the second. Stranded runners at second and third in the third, and then stranded a runner at third in the fourth. As the toss to the plate on the outside corner, a strike. And in the last 2 innings, had them there with less than 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. That one bounces in from Casey Schmidt. If Tech were to lose, they would move into a same-time game tomorrow at 4 o'clock against the winner of Southeastern versus Arizona Christian. A win, you get Midland tomorrow at 1:30 in the semis. As a toss to the plate outside to Gregg, it's 2-2. But Tech still got a lot of time, and they've got one of the better offensive teams in this tournament. So an opportunity for them to break through against a good Jamestown team. Is the pitch? Yes, she did. Went around for strike 3. 6th strikeout for Casey Schmidt on the afternoon. The batter's Lauren Weigel.
Left fielder Lauren Weigel.
Weigel struck out twice. And the pitch by Schmidt right there for a strike. Seems like Casey Schmidt throwing a lot harder as the game has progressed. Oh, 1. Right there again, says plate umpire Katrina Barber. Schmidt trying to get her team back to the dugout, see if the bats can get going. 0-2. Swung on, ground ball hit to second. Nita Cook has it, throws her out. The inning is over. Easy 5th inning for Casey Schmidt and the Owls. We go bottom 5. 2-0 Jamestown here at the NAIA Championships.
This May at Clamoya Casino, we're giving away over $57,000 in cash and prizes. Play Road to Riches drawings and win up to $1,000 cash and a gift. Win these fantastic kitchen appliances at our Kitchen Fun kiosk. During Play and Win Hot Seats, you could win $100 in free play. Win up to $500 in free play at our Real Mayhem slot tournaments. Win various prizes at our Memorial Day kiosk and earn entries for your chance to win a new RV on June 28th. Only at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin.
Zoe Allen set to start it off for Tech here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Takes a strike from the right-hander Abby Blair, who has been able to tightrope her way through 4 scoreless innings. Allen is 0 for 2, grounded out twice to short. Both times very close plays at the bag. And the pitch to the plate down and away. Ability for Tech to be able to work counts. Try to get themselves in a positive situation and see if they can finally break through against the kid from Banks. 1-1. Swung on, line drive deep down the right field line. That's in there for extra bases. It's going to bang against the wall. Allen to second will be held there. Greg Stewart not trying to roll the dice with Allen trying to go to third. And so Tech with a leadoff double from Zoe Allen to start the bottom of the 5th inning.
Catcher J.C. Sievert.
So for Zoe Allen, her 9th double of the year. J.C. Sievert is 2 for 2. She represents the tying run in the ballgame. And the pitch to Sievert, fouled off the first base side. Second straight inning that Tech has gotten themselves a leadoff double. Kashnik had it back in the 4th. Sievert had a 2-out double back in the 1st. The 0-1, curveball on the outside edge, a strike. Crowd didn't like that call. Looked maybe a smidge off the outer third, but that's been a strike for a majority of the day. J.C. Sievert with 33 knocked in on the year. The 0-2 to her, and that's chopped to the right side. That was a defensive swing to just try to advance the runner, which she did. So now 2 more cracks at it for Tech.
The first baseman, Puakea Milbourne.
You get one, you're a swing away from tying it. Milbourne has the power to tie it with one swing. She had a base hit her last time up. Infield in at the corners. The pitch to Milbourne. That missed inside on her hands. Ball 1. Tech is 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position today. As Milbourne hits a high chopper, that's through the left side, a base hit. And Tech has finally broken through. It's their RBI leader, Puakea Milbourne, with a high chopper over Draper's head at third, and it's a 2-1 ball game.
Right fielder, Marla Goodspeed.
And finally, the Owls find a way. Milbourne with RBI number 54. Tying run now aboard for Goodspeed. Marla scorched a ball to right her last time up. And the pitch to her is a little dribbler off the first base side. It's in fair territory. Nobody's at first. Infield single for Marla Goodspeed. First baseman crashed down. That was Grendler. Olsen was sheeted towards the bag. And there was nobody near first base. And all of a sudden, time called. And we're going to have a conversation between skipper Kevin Gall and Abby Blair, the pitcher. The batter will be Sawyer Stenson with the tying run at second and the go-ahead run over at first for Oregon Tech. Sawyer Stenson last weekend had 4 hits in the Cascade Conference Tournament, coming off a season-ending series against College of Idaho in which she had 5 hits. And an opportunity here for Tech, if they can get a base hit, can get themselves even. The weather has hampered the crowd just a bit this afternoon. We had snow this morning, but you can hear the partisan home crowd. Milbourne at second, Goodspeed at first with 1 away. And the pitch to the junior transfer, Sawyer Stenson, is a curveball high and away for ball 1. On deck is Addison Kashnik, who doubled her last time up. Tech with 9 hits on the day. Would love a 10th hit. The 1-0, way outside. There is movement in the bullpen for Jamestown. Hitters count here at 2 balls and no strikes. The wind blowing out the left, and the pitch, a little dribbler. They'll look to third. They throw there. Do they get the out? Yes, on the lead runner, Milbourne. That's a gutsy play made there by Blair. But they get the lead out. The batter will be Addison Kashnick, as Blair didn't hesitate, as the ball was just cued off the end of her bat. And Tech will run. It will be Leah Hoffman.
Your attention, please. Running at first, number 6, Leah Hoffman. The batter, third baseman, Addison Kashnick.
Addie doubled her last time up. Tying run now is Marla Goodspeed at second. Outfield playing deep. And the toss to Kashnick is low for ball one. If Kashnick gets on, Gina Allen waits next. Tech with a run in here in the fifth. A run on 9 hits for the Hustlin' Owls. And the pitch to the plate, a swing and a base hit up the middle. Goodspeed around third. She's being waved home. The throw and a hop save. We're tied. Addie Kashnick, a game-tying RBI single. And we got ourselves a brand new ball game, friends. We're tied at 2. And the batter's Gina Allen. Good throw by Greg in center field.
The shortstop, Gina Allen.
So now the go-ahead run in scoring position. Gina Allen is 1 for 2. And the righty's pitch is a swing and a foul back. It's 0-1. So RBI singles in the inning by Milbourne and Kashnick, the 2 3-year starting corner infielders for Tech. 0-1 pitch. Curveball way outside. So Tech has gotten even here in the fifth. As the sun has come out here at Stillwell Stadium. Leah Hoffman represents the go-ahead run at second. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, slow roller, hit to third. They'll try to tag the bag, and they get the out there to end the inning. But not before Oregon Tech ties it up. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 left. New scores, we go to the 6th. We're tied at 2.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Tech breaks through in the 5th for a pair. And we're all square at 2 going to the 6th. Spaeth, Quintanilla, and Draper. The big bats in the middle of the order for the Jimmies. As Casey Schmidt's pitched to the plate, a little cue shot right back to the hill, and you could see the look on Schmidt's face. That ball kind of slipped out of her hands as she was making the throw over to first base, but Milbourne stayed down on it and got the out. 1 away.
Designated player Kayla Quintanilla.
Quintanilla, the batter, has had a great afternoon. 1 for 2 against Schmidt and takes strike 1. Seems like Casey has gotten stronger as the afternoon has worn on. Has really been able to hit her spots here in the last couple innings. 0-1. And it misses just high. And you think about it, the only hit she's allowed was that inside the park home run back in the third on a ball that the wind blew over the head of Zoe Allen out there in left. 1-1 pitch. A high changeup. Kind of froze Quintanilla at the plate, the senior from the state of California. Natalie Draper, the third baseman, is next. 1-2 to the plate. That was a rise ball, and that ball fouled up onto the hill. To say that pitch was at her eyes is an understatement. And how that Quintanilla was able to get barrel on the ball and not strike out is unbelievable in itself. 1-2. Tries curveball down and away. That's a setup pitch for Casey Schmidt. We'll see where she tries to come 2-2. Tex out-hit Jamestown 10-6 this afternoon. 2-2. Change up, swung on and unable to hang on was J.C. Sievert. And you can see Quintanilla go through the rosary there for a second and said, thank you. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the pitch. She swings and misses for strike 3. 2 down. The batter's Draper. Nasty curveball that time from Schmidt.
Third baseman Natalie Draper.
And it's a thing you notice playing here in Klamath Falls, the spin on the ball not the same as you're going to see in different parts of the country. As the pitch to home plate, a swinging strike. Schmidt has great movement. But when she's pitched back in Columbus, Georgia the last 2 years, her movement's been unbelievable. Ask the University of the Cumberlands when they faced her back there 3 times. As the toss to the plate, popped up behind the plate. Is there room for Sievert? There is! And a quick inning for Casey Schmidt and Tech. We go bottom of 6 in a 2-2 tie.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Lady Owls will have Mick and Cook and Allen due up here in the 6th in a 2-2 ball game. It's been a battle between Abby Blair and Casey Schmidt this afternoon. Malia Mick today 0 for 1 with a walk. And the pitch to her hit foul off the third base side. Casey Schmidt has retired the last 9 in a row. She has been in a rhythm over the last 3 innings. 0-1 pitch is a ground ball chopped towards short and through, a base hit. Malia Mick the leadoff single. And now how does Greg Stewart play it with the best bunter on his team in Nita Cook?
Second baseman Nita Cook.
And Cook's so good with the bunt, bringing the infield in doesn't mean much. Go ahead run over at first. The pitch to Cook, and she drops it down foul off the first base side, 0-1. Nita has done such a good job in the bunt game throughout this season, both in situations like this and also trying to catch the defense off guard. Her job trying to get Mick into scoring position. The 0-1. She'll square and drop it down foul. So after I mentioned that she's really good at getting the bunt down, she goes 0 for 2. But Cook has squared up on balls back-to-back times into right center field. Unfortunately, they found Trinity Gregg's glove both times. Blair trying to get the first out here in the 6th. The 0-2 to Nita, swung on and fouls away as she's trying to go the other way. 2 runs, 11 hits for Tech. 2 runs, 6 hits for Jamestown. Go ahead run over at first with nobody out. And the pitch to Cook, way outside. Blair has thrown 78 pitches this afternoon, 53 for strikes. Outfield playing fairly shallow for Nita Cook, who had 5 home runs last year. The 1-2, a changeup, chopper hit to short. It's bobbled. Everybody's going to be safe. Blair unable to come up with it. Would have been able to get the out at second very easily. And it looks like that might be it for Blair, as her day will be done. And they will be making a pitching change. Will the Jamestown Jimmies? And we'll find out who will come in. And it will be Maddie Haregrove who will come in and pitch. She picked up the win in Game 1 today against Arizona Christian.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Jamestown, number 4, right-hander Maddie Haregrove.
The freshman from Tucson, Arizona, has been the reliever that head coach Kevin Gall has relied on this year. Haregrove 11-1 with a 2.64 ERA. This is her 31st appearance, and it is her 27th in relief. She has a pair of saves. In 66 and a third innings, she struck out 57. And opposing hitters hitting .231 against her. It'll be second and first, nobody out, and Zoe Allen the batter.
Left fielder Zoe Allen.
And so we'll see how Tech plays it with Zoe Allen. Doubled and scored last inning. And the pitch to Zoe. She squares. She drops it down to third. The throw to first. They advance the runner, and the go-ahead run for Tech is now 60 feet away. So Zoe does her job. Then up steps J.C. Sievert.
The catcher, J.C. Sievert.
J.C. Sievert is 2 for 3. Infield drawn in, and the pitch to Sievert, a strike. J.C. is the all-time sacrifice flies record holder in Tech history. They'd take one right here. The 0-1, a change-up, a line drive, base hit, that's into center. It'll get away from the third baseman. Cook's gonna score, and Tech leads 4-2. J.C. Sievert with a run-scoring single one more time. And the throw by Gregg was bobbled by the third baseman and allowed Nita Cook to score. And Tech all of a sudden are 3 outs away from a win.
First baseman Puakea Milbourne.
A 3-hit day for J.C. Sievert. And the pitch to Milbourne. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Puakea Milbourne had an RBI single her last time up. And the pitch to her swung on and missed on a high rise ball. It is 4-2 in favor of the Lady Owls. Oh, 2. Swung on, popped up, left field playable. Waiting for the catch made by Weigel for the second out. Sievert has to hold the batter's Marla Goodspeed, who has 2 hits today. Right fielder Marla Goodspeed. Big insurance run out there at second if Marla Goodspeed could come through with 2 down. Haregrove gets her sign. The pitch to Goodspeed is a swing and a miss on a rise ball. So a lot different. You're seeing more of the up movement from the freshman than that changeup and curveball that you saw from Blair. 0-1. That one was a curveball. It caught the outside edge. It's 0-2. An RBI single from J.C. Sievert, her third of the day, has given Tech the lead. The 0-2 to Goodspeed. She waves at a pitch. The inning is over. But not before Tech takes the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 1 left. We're going to the 7th. It is 4-2 in favor of OIT.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Down 7th. Catcher Caitlin McCartney.
Casey Schmidt, 3 outs away from her 81st victory, which would move her into number 2 all-time in Oregon Tech history. She will face McCartney to start it off, and a changeup is on the inside edge for strike 1. Tech has gotten 2 in the 5th, now 2 here in the 6th. McCartney had a base hit and scored back in the 2nd inning. And the pitch to her, a fastball, little up, just above the word Jimmy's across the chest in orange on the black uniforms, being worn by Jamestown today. McCartney, a sophomore from Corvallis, Montana. And the pitch to her is chopped off the third base side and foul. Oregon Tech trying to pick up win number 43. Trying to keep that hope of a 6th straight trip to the World Series. No one has made more than 4 trips in a row to the World Series since the new format. Tech's done it now 5 times. The only one to do it 5 times. 1-2. Just off the outside corner with a curveball is Schmidt. Owls got 7th in 2019, 2nd in 2021, 7th in 2023, or 22. As the pitch, a swing and a miss on a changeup. McCartney down on strikes for the first out.
Second baseman Tori Olson.
So they got 7th in both 2019 and also 2022. Got 4th last year and got runner-up in 2021 and 2023. The pitch to Olson, chopped first base side and foul. Remember, they won the national title back in 2011. To say that Oregon Tech has been on the national stage over the last 15 years and what Greg Stewart has done with this program, taken what Dan Miles and Mary Bradford built and taken it to another level. 0-1 to Olson. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Olson is 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice hit earlier in the day. Casey Schmidt's retired 10 in a row. And the 0-2. That's downstairs and a little outside. Leda riding crowd, you can hear them. Very partisan. Wind blowing out to left field. 1-2 from Schmidt. On the outside corner again. 2 away. 8 strikeouts make it 9 for Casey Schmidt. The last hope, Sidney Grendler.
First baseman Sidney Grendler.
Grendler is 1 for 2 with an RBI single, and she swings and lines one to Milbourne, and Oregon Tech has rallied to knock off Jamestown here this afternoon by a score of 4-2. Puakea Milbourne making the play over there at first, and Tech earns a date tomorrow with an old friend in Midland University, a team that they beat in extra innings earlier this year by a score of 2-1. We'll send it down to the field for the happy totals.
Final score in Game 3 of the day reads Oregon Tech 4 and Jamestown 2. For the Lady Owls, 4 runs on 12 hits. They commit no errors. For Jamestown, 2 runs on 6 hits. They commit 2 errors. Winning pitcher for Oregon Tech is Casey Schmidt. Improves to 23-5 on the season, her 81st career victory. The loss goes to Abby Blair for Jamestown. She falls to 10-8. No save in the contest. Time of the ball game, 1 hour and 30 minutes, plus a 41-minute lightning delay. 1 home run hit in the game, Trinity Gregg for Jamestown, her 3rd of the season. With the win, Oregon Tech moves into tomorrow's semifinal round. They will take on Midland at 1:30 in the semifinals. With the loss, Jamestown will move into an elimination game tomorrow at 4 p.m. against the winner of tomorrow's opening game between Arizona Christian and Southeastern. That'll do it for our day here at the Stillwell Stadium. We appreciate you coming out to the NAIA Softball National Championships Klamath Falls bracket. I'm your stadium announcer, Mike Safford, saying have a great rest of your Monday. We will see you tomorrow at 11. So that'll do it for our broadcast here, as well as Oregon Tech gets 2 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th to rally to knock off Jamestown this afternoon by a score of 4-2. The schedule again tomorrow, it's Arizona Christian and Southeastern at 11. Tech and Midland will play at 1:30, and the winner of Game 1 tomorrow will take on Jamestown in an elimination game tomorrow afternoon at 4. For all our great staff here at Oregon Tech, I'm Mike Safford, reminding each and every one of you, don't just have a great day, make it a great day. We will see you tomorrow from the NAIA Softball National Championship Klamath Falls opening round bracket.